What's up guys, Mark Bywater here from Just Fishing, and I just got in the brand new Lowrance Ghost. So today we're going to be taking the Ultrex off the Ranger and we're going to be putting on this bad boy right here. Now if we take a look, we just open up the box. As you can see, as you would expect, it comes with its Lowrance propeller. You hold onto that, boy. Thank you. You got installation manuals, operational manuals. Maybe we'll read them, maybe we won't. And
probably not.
Probably not. If you haven't checked out, I have done a installation of the Ultrex. So when I got my Ultrex, also did the installation video. I think in that video I tried to skip the reading of the manual, but we had to come back to that. So we'll probably have to do the same here today. Is it heavy, boy?
No, it's not.
Is it not heavy?
No.
Okay, well there you go. Mason says that it's a super lightweight trolling motor. He's 4 years old and he can lift it up, so there you go. Right, so the motor's inside the box. Come stand this side, my big boy. As you can see, motor, foot pedal. What else have we got here? The head of the trolling motor. Everything's in here. Not sure what's in these boxes. There's some bubble wrap for you to pop, boy. So this looks like all your Ethernet connections, your cable management system. What is that? Some power cables, obviously the safety strap, which is important, especially on big waters. You get a nice Lowrance sticker in there. A few other bits and bobs, all the hardware that you... Okay. Just in case you weren't awake, you are now. Okay, thank you. Your sister's trying to sleep. So all the hardware inside this box right here. Mason, we're trying to make a short video here, hey? Oh, okay. And then here we have in the second box is obviously your mounting bracket. So that's quite cool that it all comes separate. You don't have to take it apart. And first things first, what I think we're going to do is leave the Ghost right here now, head on over to the boat and start taking off the Ultrex. And then we'll unpack the Ultrex, put it in this box, send it off to its new owner and start rigging this bad boy on the boat. And the Ghost holes line up perfectly. So let's try to do that. Never forget to put your strap in. Your strap on. Whichever way you... never mind. Right, so first up I'm going to start with the mounting bracket. Ultrex and the Ghost, the mounting holes are exactly the same. So Fortrex, Ultrex, Ghost. There's various options here. I actually think there's quite a lot of holes in this bracket, so I actually think pretty much all your previous brands will have the same, will have a space for the same mounting holes. One thing I needed to just check first of all was the clearance and the position. If I line up those holes, that my trolling motor is coming off at the right angle. It's going to obviously pass the hull of the boat, and that everything is correct. I am going to put these little... They come with the Ultrex, these little spacers. I'm going to put them on underneath there, and then nice stainless steel bolts. I want to put them, all 6 of them, through the top, and then I'm going to get back on the inside there and I'm going to bolt them all down. I'm going to get this bracket bolted down first things first. Then I'll look at the cable management system and the spring, and then we will mount the actual motor on with these 2 bolts here. Fairly straightforward. I'm not the most technical engineer. Some would call me a mechanic or for mechanics. But yeah, pretty straightforward and easy, and everything comes in the packets. Everything's labeled in the manual, so it's really easy. Let's get to it. Up. So what would you say is up? This way. Okay, so two bolts. Obviously one is going to go right the way through and the other one is going to screw on the other side. Look at that clever little Lowrance. See that little bit of blue on there? That's a little bit of Loctite. So once that gets rubbed and friction, it's going to be nice and tight in there. Well done. Get that bolt from the same side. This one from this side. See, I do have a cameraman here and an assistant, but always the shot come first. Surely that shouldn't be loose like that. So, first mishap of the day. You saw me open that packet on camera, and shame on you, Lowrance, you didn't give me the washers. So if you're watching this video, you owe me 4 washers. Luckily I've got the right size in my garage, and I'm going to put them on the way it's supposed to be done. I thought it was a little bit loose. So that's step 1. Bracket on, spacers in, bolts in nice and tight. Step 2 was the lift assist piston. Put that in, added the spacers. Now I'm going to close it down and I'm going to mount the motor and check the alignment of our foot pedal. So I see that's a powerful gas lifter. You have to do something with this pin, I think. So, woo, looks quite pretty. That looks good. Let's get the motor and the head mounted on, and then we can do the foot pedal and then finally the wiring. It's gonna go somewhere there. There for a second. They never stop. Oh, you gotta lift it up and over. So, third step, or fourth step, I'm not sure. I've now lifted the front head of this bracket, which is connected to the shaft and the actual motor, and now I'm going to retighten these bolts. It did really feel like it didn't locate. It was confusing me a little bit, but it looks like it's located. This little bit just sits a bit higher. Pedal in underneath here. See how it all fits. I just got to get it underneath this bracket. So that's that done. And there we go. In a moment we'll figure out what all of this is for, because to be honest with you, I'm not sure. So we got 2 plugs there. I will believe that one is for the Ethernet, I would guess, and the other one is probably for the GPS puck. Then on this side, probably transducer, and that definitely power. Alright, so I guess one of the final steps to do is I'm going to put all this wiring through these 2 ports here. One is for the power cables and the other is for the Ethernet and the trolling motor transducers and all the rest of it. And only once I'm done all my rigging, all my wiring and everything, and I've tested it and I'm happy with it, then I'm going to mount my foot pedal down, and then we're good to go. I think we then have the Ghost installed. No, one further thing is we're going to install the bounce buster and we'll quickly do the cable management system, which is going to run the cables neatly along the side of the boat. Guys that are like me, that hate to drill into their boats, I suggest one of these. Is a step down drill bit. You can see it goes bigger, 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 bigger till you get the right size. And I've already got a hole in there, so it makes it a little bit easier, but whew, I don't like it.
Holes in the boat,
So a
putting
trick
holes
for
in
anybody
the silicone.
anybody that works with silicone, is a trick for you. Wet your finger, take the silicone. Now I've done it too many times, then the silicone doesn't stick to your finger. Is doing this type of stuff. GPS puck has got to go to the foot pedal. I'm sure to talk, to say spot lock, this is my position, etc, etc. So 5-pin adapter connects to a 5-pin adapter, clicks in nicely. Assume that's that one.
It would be very helpful to read the manual.
Yeah, we don't really need to do that. Okay, so that's from the trolling motor. That's from the trolling motor. I don't know where that goes. So, hopefully not far. Quite a nice little locking system here. I really felt like it went in good, or in well. That is going to be what's going to go to my units. Okay, so I've got my, yes boy, thank you boy. I got my MNE 2000 cable, MNEA 2000 cable. This is coming from the back, and it's going to come into my T-piece like so, nice and tight. Then my trolling motor is going to come in from the top, which I've already connected, so tighten up. And all I need to do is get an end resistor on there to close that circuit off, and then it's done, it's connected. Then from here, I've got my wire coming from the pedal all the way through up into there. Last things to do, I'm going to put the cable management system on there so that fits nicely. I'm going to close this all up, put the power on, and we're done.
Now, what makes Lowrance special? You know, there's good brands out there. We have Garmin and Hummingbird and Mankota.
I mean, probably their biggest trait is their ease of use. You know, user friendliness. It's very easy, and their software is very good. So they've got their units have what I believe to be faster processors than most units. That's why they can manage, you know, the John Easton maps and all the others. The others struggle a bit with that type of stuff because they just can't process that information quick enough. That's my view. You know, Mankotas are good. Sorry, Hummingbirds are good. I've run Hummingbirds before. There's nothing wrong with those brands. I've run Garmin's before, but that was some time ago. But, you know, I just like Lowrance. It's just a good brand. It's a good product. And they look after me. They treat me really well, which is great. And I feel like, you know, part of their team, part of their family, and that's an important part. To give you an example, when lockdown first hit, out of the blue, I got a call from John, Winnie of Lowrance, and you know, he didn't have any reason to phone me, but to just see if I'm okay during lockdown, and that for me is important. You know, those things. Unlike my child who can't stop shouting. Mason, we're trying to be quiet and film here, my boy. Hanru is not interested in playing with you right now. He doesn't stop, eh? Gosh, these two little bolts are actually giving me a hard time.
think it's because you got emotional telling the stories about
Could
the
be.
rounds.
Could be. It's true, my man. It's, you know, it's the small things in life that count. They were genuinely concerned about me, and that matters. I'm here. So as I stand here and checked out the first edit, the sound quality on my outro was ridiculous. It was just windy, terrible. There was something wrong with the lapel mic. So sorry about that, but there it is. The Ghost is on. I'm now busy with another installation video, but thanks for tuning in. Next up is on the water footage with the Ghost trolling motor.